All right, welcome back. Now, this is our second green day, or at least our first day after our first green day, so let's see how the market wants to treat us today. Let's come up here and we'll check out our market watch and see if anything's really flying off the handle. Okay, CVNA, Zoom once again, PayPal, PDD, of course Apple's going up. Apples to apples, looks like Tesla's gonna go up. Now, just because, let's pop on over here to our TradingView account. And I don't feel like pulling up Weeble. Although Weeble did just add a script editor, so I believe that Weeble will definitely be a broker that is here to stay and that we may as well get used to them. Now, Palantir is on the run today, but I believe Neo is going to go down, and that's because they've got a big chip shortage. They're saying they could have a shortage of, say PCB chips that's going to affect them. Now, Workhorse, that's one that's, an inevitable recovery play. GameStop, I watched it go up and up and up yesterday right before my eyes. I was recording live. Let's see what else is moving. Okay, those are some big percent volume movers. Wi-Fi. All right. And let's see what it says about Palantir. Now that Vanguard has bought Palantir, and that's where all the smart people put their money. Okay. Now this downwards W is usually an upward sign, but it seems to be a little inversed here. So yeah. Let's just see what their technicals say. They still say it's a sell on the, reverse head and shoulders, complete once selling pressure is over. And I believe this is true. So, we will see that boom. And this is what I like about TradingView. You can go over here and look at the technicals. Just go click on technicals. And you can go down and it will tell you what everything is on the oscillators, momentum, stochastics, which is awesome. I really do like that feature. But in the same sense, that is why we build our indicators. So this seems to be the pattern it's going to follow, and we need to wait for it to break out here. Now, we are getting buying pressure back today. That's excellent. Perfect. Wonderful. Let's see. But we need to see green. All right. Now, let's pull up Tesla here. All right. Now, Tesla, of course, gave us... Whoa, come back. All right, gave us our VWAP here, VWAP here, VWAP up, VWAP down. All right, and gave us another VWAP down, VWAP up. Okay, VWAP down. Well, I'd like to think up is next, but it could do a double down. Okay, so is this over yet? Well, I'd like to think it isn't because we haven't gotten a VWAP signal yet. Now, what happened here? Check this out. Look what happened, all right? That big shoot up right there. All right. 718. Now, you realize what this was, right? Okay, now for this to shoot all the way up here, like I had it charted out, it just did that this morning. So that was not here like that yesterday, and this was charted. Okay, now you can see this is a big hammer. And kerping, and the nail, it surely was. So we can expect to see that they went on a short stop loss hunt. This is exactly what that was. Now they've cleared out all of the short stops. All right. Now, guess what that has done? That has cleared the way for our move to 950, the expected target. Excellent. Now, we may be at 717 right now. That's fine. You know, like I said, this morning they went on a short stop hunt. So they took all of those shares, averaged them together, and all of these averaged together probably only equal out, you know, somewhere up in here around, you know, this area. You take that amount of shares mixed with whatever their average was to begin with, and whoever bought them is probably well under the average now. So considering that type of action, clear them out of the way. Now we can move on forward. Okay. So this is neat. I like that this, you know, I like that I catch this. Of course, when we see something like this happen in the inverse direction, you know, a big candle wick dip down, that's a bad thing. But let's just say we went from here, and you know, here was our dip here, to here. All right. Now there's a big spinning top, big indecisions. Okay. But we're getting green lit, and we're getting sentiment back. Now this is on the daily chart, though. Okay. So we're still green lit, a little bit of a squeeze. That's okay. Came out of our squeeze here. Boom, fired down. One green bar. Now let's check weekly. And see, it just turned into a big doji, big spinner. All right. And oh, okay. Yeah, we're you know, for weekly, it's about fizzled itself out. You know, it seems that if we were to chart it, just say on the weekly, you know, I think we've got a lot of pulling back left to do. And as you can see, even right here, it just kind of, you know, from this 824 or, you know, 817 all the way to, you know, this was 2 months of just kind of la, 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 doing nothing. Okay, here. And let's pull up the horse. Okay. Now, still no buy signal yet. And let's pull up our TTM, but we want to get the LRC. That's going to give us our projected range. So as we can see, you know, Workhorse is projected to go up and up and up. Now this is on the weekly. And this is the daily. Still no VWAP yet, so we've got to wait for that VWAP to happen. You know, I'd hate to see it fall out of that channel, but it could happen. And honestly, I said Workhorse's true of value was more around like $12, $12.50. You know, once it went well above, $17, $20, I mean, you were buying hype, you were buying the rumor, you were, and selling the news. I like Workhorse, like the idea of them. But there are other companies out there that are bigger, that have bigger contracts, the ability to do the things that Workhorse wants to. Now, let's just say our administration goes ahead and puts them, gives them some contracts. Is that's going to ensure that the company sticks around. But will they be able to grow? And that's all speculative. So it is coffee time. Everybody just hang tight. I'll be back. I need to plug in my microphone and get it to pipe the sound back to me. That way I can hear it. That way I can hear the echoes. Oh, goodness. Workhorse, Workhorse, Workhorse. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start doing our little bit of our morning briefing here. It's been slightly different than our traditional briefings. I've been working on the STOCKSMART algorithm. But we will go back into our normal schedule of checking out our Darvis and our daily signals. And I'm building an algorithm with it. Alright, so we see our breakout here on the Darvis box. Okay. Now let's go through and look at Palantir. Breakout here on the Darvis box on the daily. Breakout. Let's look at QuantumScape. Last breakout right back here on the 12th. Now, I had a friend who was selling his shares right then. I said, absolutely not, don't you dare. And to help him in that particular situation. Had this signal not been present, I might not have given him that particular piece of advice. but I'm glad that I did. Check out QuantumScape. Looks like a miniature of the big version of what's happening. So keep that in mind, okay? Now QuantumScape came out, shot up, and then was just shorted. Alright, got it. I don't think it's done. We had a low here. You can hit it there. Alright, here. Up in percentage. Well, yeah, we are. Okay. Let's take in mind Gates put a lot of his money in here. Not a lot of his millions. And let's just consider 10% year over year over year over year growth. Alright? That would some sort of this trajectory. So, just to get a, let's see, 9, yeah, let's say 12, 6, 3%. Let's go for, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, and let's go, shot, there it is. Here it is. Your true trajectory and value of QuantumScape. 20 cents. Kind of sucks to 10%. That's about the average, you know, yearly growth that we want to see. Without anything, you know, a company that grows 30% every year. So, anyway. That's QuantumScape. Let's see what the level 2 looks like on this today. Yeah. And as you can see, people are shorting it all the way down to 4. They know what's going on. Now let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Even though we know, let's just take a look at Ichimoku. Okay. Oh dear. Now, Ichimoku. Alright. Now, if it doesn't break through this buying pressure, this shorting pressure, there is still looming shorting pressure. Lots of it. All the way from $86, shorting it all the way to 47 or 57.41. All the way down. A little bit of a couple shorts right in here. Being held down from 57.41 to 86.68, and unless a huge buying power can get through that, you will never make it. So let's hope this is our trajectory, but I'm thinking it's going to be more of a slow trajectory, and it'll probably have to enter the cloud and fight its way through. So maybe even something more along the lines of this. QuantumScape's run back up to 80, 90, 100. And that's the end of this year. Summertime. Summertime. All right. All right. Now, one thing I do like using Webull for, I had to change my background. My STOCKSMART logo kept getting messed up, and I need to make a new one. So I just went back to the standard Windows logo. Now we'll just wait for Webull to load, as it does. Hello! So let's come over here to the watch lists, or our market watch. Alright, now let's look up advancers, decliners, top losers, most active. Now Sundial I knew was going to be active, and that's because of how cheap it was, okay? Sundial, Apple of course, Neo, Palantir, GE, oh man, excellent. Let's see, billion. Look at their market cap. So many people are holding GE. That's just unreal. Okay. We can do best performing this week. SunPower. Alright. Best performing in the last month. And 3 months. Now let's check out global. Or we'll check out our cryptos. Dogecoin's up to what? A nickel? Okay. Now let's check out our advance and decline. Now I do like the scanning that Webull offers, and that's only because you're able to scan for things that are basic. You know, you can find the things that everyone else is looking for. Bullish engulfing on the hottest stocks. Boom. Workhorse. Gotcha, baby. Top 5 change. Hottest stocks. Riot, Mara, Can, Emvis, OCGN, and Zomedica. Alright, so top 5% change in a month. Hottest stocks. Now we could do the KDJ oversold. RSI 16 oversold. MACD golden crossover. Or 3 white soldiers. 3 white soldiers, top 5% change. 3 white soldiers, hottest stocks. 3 white soldiers, KDJ oversold. KDJ oversold, hottest stocks. Here we go. And check it out. Nano X Imaging, Ride, Workhorse. So Workhorse, you know, Lordstown, and Nano Dimension. Alright. Sorrento Therapeutics, SRNE. Alright, and EHang is down to $50. Oh, wow. Okay, look at their crash. Alright, and it just looks, oh, yep, and it's going to keep on crashing. Yes, it is. It's unfortunate, too, but it's good for us because we can get it up for a good deal. You know, we're going to crash, get a good deal. Alright. Looks like that's how the VWAP is being used here. Let's see what our script editor has for us. Let's see what we can do with it. Alright, we get an IDE. You can view the scripts of default indicators or create your customized indicators. Alright, so let's view the scripts. Alright, this script can not, okay, so let's edit. Alright, variable. Let's do a new one. Average directional index. Fibonacci levels. Okay, let's pick out something that I know. Okay. Really? You're going to give me a script editor and you're not going to let me use... Okay, I mean, do you have the Arun? Do you have simple moving averages in here? SMI, ergodic indicator, on balance volume, I mean, stochastic RSI, stochastics, Weiss wave. Come on now, guys. The Arun indicator, I mean, it's the very simple script. I get why you don't want to put it on there, though. Alright, let's just check out this Fibonacci levels. Midlines, the standard deviation. Okay, TOC midline, TOC midline over depth, L0. Okay. Overbought, oversold, percent B. Alright. So this looks like it was a bit of an offshoot of, let's just say, you know, another very popular text editor. Okay. Day of week, HCL, spotted line. Okay. Functions. Huh. I like it, but it needs more stuff. Yeah, discard. Alright. For instance, they need that. Okay. Alright, now we've got Wingstop here. That has a slightly downwards trajectory on the daily. Not the greatest thing you want to see. You know, people aren't going to, you know, they're not going to stop eating chicken, but look what happened here. You got this huge cumulative overnight volume come in after a high, and then boom, price went down. It just crashed. So you got the downwards VWAP signal. You got huge cumulative overnight volume, and then the signal crashed. Yeah, you know, the price crashed on you. So something to look at and look for. Okay? Same deal before a price takes a run, we're going to look for a new low. Huge cumulative volume come in, much greater than normal, and see what happens. So we hit an upwards VWAP signal. Okay, so and then boom, huge cumulative overnight volume, price skyrockets up. Okay, now for Palantir, alright, huge cumulative overnight volume after a recent low, price starts hiking up. Okay, come over here, huge overnight volume, price goes up. Now, in the opposite direction, VWAP down, 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 down on the Darbus. Huge overnight volumes coming in. VWAP down. Price acts the same way. Now let's zoom in here and see how Ichimoku is resting right along our LRC. Okay. So let's wait for an upward signal to happen. Yeah, this is the signal we got just, you know, how many days ago. Excellent. And we can also be waiting for a breakout signal. So it looks like Palantir still isn't going to have its run. Not until we get this big volume happen and we find a low. let's see how close I have to be standing to the microphone for it to pick up my voice. Pretty close. Okay, so no big overnight volume coming in, it looks like. And we'll readjust our microphone here so we can use it. I need to get one of those TV mics, one of the ones they put on their shirt and wrap it around and tuck the receiver into their back pocket. Okay. There's a bit of a delay. I'd say about a 30-second delay from my speaking to hearing it through the TV. Maybe a 10-second delay. Okay, so while we're just chilling here, waiting, let's go ahead and build something. I'm bored. Okay, so what do we want to build? What do we want to know? Alright. So our last video... Let's go over here and get our money flow index stuff. Get our money flow set up. Alright, so what do we want to know about the money flow? Well, I want to know when the money flow crosses, on the money flow oscillator, crosses above 0. Now that's the daily. Okay. So we can say when it crosses above or is greater than, we'll build both. Okay. Now we could also use this Chaikin money flow to go above 0 as well. All right, let's change that money flow oscillator to a 34 period. And let's change our Chaikin money flow. And we may even change this to a 55 period. Let's change that to a 55 period. Okay. Excellent. All right, so now when the money flow oscillator on the 34 period goes above 0, that's what we want to know about. And we want to know when it happens on the daily. And maybe we want to know when it happens on the 5-minute or, say 15-minute chart as well. All right. So let's keep all of this. And we want a volume of, say, 20 minion. Is that 7, 6, 7 zeros? Whatever. All right. All right. All right, and we want the money flow. Money flow oscillator. The money flow oscillator on a period of 34 is greater than, and we'll just use the value of 0. Scan. Excellent. SOS and rocket. That means money is flowing in. Okay. Now let's check that on a 4-hour. Rocket. And on a 15-minute. And the 15-minute. right. Had to go a little off screen for a second. So, we can get rid of some of these things. Like, let's get rid of this sizzle index, see what happens. A couple more stocks now. All right. So, we get rid of that sizzle index, and which is going to be options activity. And then we get this. So, and we'll come back out on the daily. We'll rescan. All right, so now we've got all of the same ones that are all over, you know, VISL, SSKN, SOS, SENS, RKT, NNVC, and KXIN. Okay. Now, let's go back to our chart here. All right. Now, we can do money flow index, all right, crosses below or crosses above, all right. To build a strategy. Now, I've got about 10 strategies that use multiple indicators for different situations in the market. So, if we look for when this Chaikin money flow is above 0, yeah, but it just seems to be kind of, yeah, not doing much. All right, let's zoom out here and see if we can find. Let's take a look at Tesla. Okay, so our Chaikin money flow, boom, Tesla. Okay, right here, boom, jumps up. All right. Now, let's see what happens when we put this on a Renko bar. And we don't want 360 days worth of data. Let's just take 10 days. My graphics card can't handle it. And on a $1 move, 10-day $1 moves. Excellent. And this is why I like using Renko bars. Okay, so we see here, this was our bottom. Price starts to come up. All right, we get this action first here in the money flow oscillator. Then we see this very same thing happen in the Chaikin money flow. Okay. And price drops off. All right. Now, had you shorted from right here, which would have been the ideal, you would have lost. Okay. Now, had you shorted from here, you would have won. Okay. Depending on the indicator you're going on. Looks like this money flow index and the money flow oscillator still on 34 periods catches it before this Chaikin money flow on a 55 period. So maybe we could hone this in and bring it down. So let's take this Chaikin money flow and let's bring it on a 5 period. Let's just say I only want to know what happens in the last 5 periods. Okay. Now let's look at it. All right, so that's going to give us 5 candles of action to see. Okay, and now when this broke below 0, that was accurate. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's find another one. And it broke below 0. Broke below 0. All right. Here's a high, broke below 0, small short. Here's a high, broke below 0, a high, broke below 0. Okay. Usable, but not the best. All right, now I like this action better. I like this above 0, below 0, you know, going from 0 to 0. Okay, now we can do that same action with the %B. Or the %R. Okay. As you can see, we get below zero. Below zero, you know, here was your trade. All right, here's your trade, here's your trade. And we go back to below zero, that's your exit. All right. Yeah, below zero, below zero, below zero, and here's your entry. All right, and here's your exit. Same deal again, below zero, below zero, below zero, boom, above zero, here's your entry. Here's your confirmation. Here's your exit. All right, and this is the things that I look for. These are the things that my StockSMART algorithm looks for. Okay. Many, many other things, but this is one of the algorithms that I have and use that is part of the beta testing program that I'm doing at this moment. So go ahead and subscribe and go over to the GitHub page, download everything you can, and once I reach, say, 1,000 subscribers or a week or whatever, I'll lock the page, and then you'll have to ask me for it. Okay. And it looks like our money flow is about to come back above zero. It looks like our money flow did come above zero. We've got a money flow crossover here. Okay. So we look for these money flow crossovers, all right? Now we can use this money flow index crossover as an excellent strategy. Okay, so let's see what happens. You know, we get this money flow crossover here, and we really got this cross above the oscillator here, but the money flow didn't catch it. So that just tells me that we can do better. All right, now we could do it on, let's say, this 5 period, which, let's get off of a tick chart. Let's go to a daily and see what this 5 period shows us, okay? Now, the money flow oscillator on the daily stretched out to 34. Chaikin money flow on 5, okay? And the money flow index is on, looks like a length of, okay, length of 14, a threshold of 20, above, okay? So we could change that to crosses below to get our short signal. So we could get our long and our short signal, well, which would give us a very, very good strategy. So I can build a money flow strategy based on whether the money is coming in or the money is going out, and that would also help you decide which direction you should be going. So yeah, let me write down a couple of these ideas here. I've got some bots to build, or some possible things to add to my bot. So we definitely want to add money flow and the money flow oscillator. Okay. And we should even be checking out a custom length let's get our money flow. Okay. And we'll have to build some scans for our money flow scans and our money flow oscillator, OSC. All right. So, now let's change our colors here. We'll change it to a green arrow. We'll change below to a red arrow. Okay. And now we've got above, we'll do below, we'll hit OK, we'll hit apply. Now we can see where the money's flowing out, okay? And look here, money is flowing out of Tesla. All right, so let's just take this money flow crossover and build it into a strategy. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut the video off and we'll start a new one. That way we can not have everything so jumbled up. So stick around. I'll go live again. We'll separate the videos and we'll go from there.